and all my shows were Jimmy-on shows. But what happened at the same time was we started getting localizations for video games. So I started doing video games as well. It's from the same companies. The same companies do both anime and video games.
Oh, wow.
All right, now, one thing, is there any projects that, that you're going to be working on coming up that there's not an NDA associated with it that you could speak about publicly?
I do a couple of NDA projects. I did recorded the biggest video game I've ever done. It's going to be really, really huge. It's from a big franchise. I can't say anything else about it. What? No. And another video game I sang songs and recorded a character for. That's not anime related at all. It's actually mainstream cartoon. Excited about that. Can't say anything about it till, I'm not going to even say the date because if you guys are familiar, you'll know exactly when it's coming out.
No, what I mean is there projects that...
But there are projects I can't talk about.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And let's see. What's happening right now? Like I said, Pokemon, I'll make sure to post on Facebook when my episode airs. I play an episodic character. And I'm going to be in Rival Threads Last Class Heroes, which is a game on Kickstarter that was funded from Kickstarter. Also, the Ruronikon video game, I voiced the mascot. I'm producing a music video that I got funded through Kickstarter. So right now it's being animated in Japan. It's going to be my character and my song, and it's going to be cool.
You've been mentioning Kickstarter a lot. For people who don't know what Kickstarter is, it's a chance for people to kind of create videos and really fund indie products. And speaking of that, do you think the video game industry, and since you've been kind of working with this, is going to be revolutionized in terms of the indie video gameplay and development because of companies like Kickstarter?
Definitely. I think even Skullgirls, it's up for like best fighter, best downloadable. It's really cool. It's giving the power back to the people to fund these projects that are being done out of like love, and they're not being churned out. I mean, a lot of games are great, but sometimes they're just kind of churned out like, you know, assembly line to make a product and get it out there. But this is really a chance for people to, it's kind of like a pre-order system if you think about it. They buy what they want to see.
Sorry, I had to take a sip of water.
Me too.
Yeah, it's hot in here. Everybody should be drinking water, sorry.
Hydrate.
Yeah. Sorry. Alrighty, next question I have is, now that we've had our quick little water drink, for people who want to get into doing voiceover work, voice acting work, and even working within the anime, even if it's not doing either the art aspect of anime or the video game aspect of like development of video games, what would your best advice be?
It would be to be an actor first, to learn how to act, because in the end, there are lots of girls who sound just like me, who have the same voice, and that's the same with every actor, unless you have like a really super unique voice. But that's not usually the case. What they're looking for is your personality, and the way you learn how to really use your personality is by taking acting classes and learning how to use your instrument, which is, you know, your body, your vocal cords and stuff. So take acting classes, and also you got to move to where the work is at, definitely. Anime-centric people who want to just do anime, Funimation is in Dallas, I think. And that's really where all the anime goes these days. We have a few shows. I'm working on a couple shows back home, but everything is usually in Dallas. But you have to move to where the work is at. So that's Dallas if you want anime, or New York and Los Angeles.
Okay.
All right, the next question I have is, have you ever done any projects outside of the U.S.? And what was your experience working outside of the U.S.? And is there, the way they develop video games and anime, is it different than the way that it's done in the United States?
Well, most projects I work on are developed in Japan, but I've never actually traveled to Japan to work on it. I went to Australia for Supernova. It was a convention. dude, they let me pet the kangaroos. They really, yeah, they like throw you in like this kangaroo barn, and they're just like hundreds of kangaroos who want to be pet, or who want your food, yes. Who want to be pet, I'm going to keep saying to myself. Who are just dying for me to pet them. And also I got to hold a koala, and oh, Edward James Olmos was there. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I knew you before you started the voice acting. I heard you singing before.
Oh, yes.
I heard you singing, and I didn't think that you would actually go all the way to voice acting. I actually confused your voice for Wendy Lee when you did Miyakiyama.
Really?
Yes, I did, and I thought you were her, but I guess not. And when I found out it was you, I was surprised, like, oh my god, she went further than that, and I was so happy that you went further along with just singing. What actually had you started to sing covers for some of the anime? I know you did Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya and other ones. Well, what made you start all that?
That's a great question.
Well, it kind of went with the whole fandub thing, where sometimes they wanted to fandub an opening. So I did one for Peach Girl, and I didn't think that I could sing at all, but then they mixed it really nice. I'm like, hey, hey, I'm pretty good. No, I didn't think that. But it's because my voice, especially back then, I kind of had like the Christian Chenoweth high-pitched, and I didn't really know that there was a place for that kind of voice, because, you know, hearing pop music is like the sultry, you know? I just really fell in love with it, and it was another way to act, especially for Haruhi, because when you're singing, it's really, especially for anime and Broadway and animation songs, you're not just singing a song, you're acting as that character. So it was just another outlet for me, and I got really lucky that people liked it. And it's really cool that you thought I was Wendy Lee. Because she was one of my big, or she is, I'm working with her right now on a show. It's not an anime or anything, but it's been cool, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm on a CD now.
Cool, congratulations. The next question I have is, you were mentioning that you've done some shows. Do you do any theater projects or any movies, as opposed to, or in addition to doing voiceover work for anime and video games?
That's not really, people ask me that, oh my gosh, I get asked this so much by people like on the street when they hear what I do, like, oh, why aren't you a real actor? And they really do. And some guy in San Francisco, when I was doing IPL, another IPL event, he saw me, he's like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a voice actor. He's like, why are you doing that? You need to be in movies, you need to make money. And I was like, no, passion, love, doing what you like. No, what is this? But really, he was really grilling me. And while it's not my primary focus, because it's very different worlds, I love doing theater and film. I'm in a film called Broken Spirits with Vic Mignogna's in it, and Richard Epcar, and Spike Spencer, and it's us. It's not just our voices, it's our faces and bodies in a movie. It's going to come out eventually. We finished filming it last summer, so it's being like edited and stuff.
What, if you don't mind asking, what theater experience do you have?
I got a theater degree.
Oh, wow.
What shows have you done?
Hair.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Many shows, but I did Hair, show called Chavez Ravine, which is very like Los Angeles based. It's about the community that was there before Dodger Stadium. I was in Ewok. I'm sorry, I was in Wicket. As Wicket. A Star Wars puppet musical. I was doing puppet shows like this kind of puppets for a year straight, just back-to-back puppetry. So I really love puppetry. And that's also like voice acting, because it's like, whoa, it's like voice acting real time. Yeah.
This thing.
And there's even a Broadway musical that some people may have heard of before. It's called Avenue Q.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And, yeah. And like, as an actor myself, that's a dream for me to do that. Is there any dream projects that you would love to work on?
Yes.
Well, I really want to be Cake Monster in Avenue Q. And there was a Los Angeles-based showing of it, of Avenue Q. And I auditioned, and I got called back for Kate. And oh my gosh, it was so scary. Like, how do these people do this? How do they make this their living? Because, you know, you're auditioning in front of everybody else who was called back. And Yeah, so that was scary. But I did it. I did a good job. Didn't get it, but I did a good job. And then I really want to be Mimi in Rent. Mimi in Rent.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. My dream role. And
My dream is Mark.
oh yeah? Okay, we should just do it.
Yeah.
But, okay, tonight, 11 o'clock, Rent.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. And also, there's a show called In the Heights.
Yes.
And I really want to be Vanessa in The Heights. So those are my dream theater roles.
Oh, what I meant by that is just dream roles in general for any kind of project.
For any kind of project. Yeah, I want to be, I have a thing for fighting games, so I really want to be in the next Soul Calibur. I want to be in the Street Fighter and Dead or Alive. I love voicing fighters, and that's my favorite genre is fighting games, so. Fighting is magic.
Speaking of fighting games, there's a Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 game here. There's a tournament that's going on. But what is your favorite game to play?
My favorite, I guess it's kind of old school now, but it was Guilty Gear X2. That was my favorite game. So you can imagine my excitement when I found out that a project I was in called Blaze Blue was being done by Arc System Works, the same people who did my favorite game. Because that game, nobody knew how popular it was going to be when we got it. It was just like, oh, here's another project. Like, okay, oh my gosh, this is going to be really cool. And it's turned out really awesome.
Awesome.
She has another question? Go ahead.
You said that you wanted to do future video games like Soul Calibur, what were the three ones? Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter. Okay, which fighting character is from each one is your favorite, and which one do you want to voice for the characters in that video game?
I would like to voice original characters, because we all know each other. I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm going to steal your role. But Dead or Alive, I like Ayane. Street Fighter, I always choose Chun-Li. What can I say? I love massive thighs. What was the other one? Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur, my favorite character to play, and this is probably the character I got best playing with, period, was Sophitia. I love playing Sophitia. So, yeah, but if I were cast in these games, I would like to be a new character. Yeah. Newest, awesomest characters.
Alrighty. Well, let me ask you, is there anyone in the audience that has questions for Miss Cristina Vee? Alright, what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and go up to her, and she's going to sit you up here, and you can ask her your questions. Just do this one at a time. We're going to try to get as many questions in as possible, okay? Alright, what's your name? Ruben. Ruben, what's your question?
Christina, have you heard of any of the rock operas like Pink Floyd's The Wall, Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime, and other stuff? What is your favorite out of all of them that are in existence right now?
Rock operas?
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind was Repo, but that's not a rock opera. I guess that is. You know what? I guess it does have to be Rent, because that's one of my favorite. To this day, I still listen to that soundtrack, and it never gets old. It's awesome, and just listening to
Jonathan Larson was just a musical genius. It's so sad what happened to him.
Yeah, and that I think that what happened there, it just like it further solidified the message of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi. Did you say you work on lyrical novel?
Yes.
Takamashi now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, my question is, are you a fan of the series, and what is your review of the whole seasons? And what are your thoughts about working on such different take on the Magical Girl?
I got really lucky with the Magical Girls I was cast as, because Nanoha Takamachi is a magical girl. But she's really